Welcome back to the last and quick revision package for the subject research methodology and intellectual property right. This is suitable for management students, and I'll be giving a suitable tips. Apart from that, I'm going to give small definition and key points which you can remember at the last moment. So anytime you can revise it, you can utilize this particular video for at any point of time so that you can clear the subject explicitly without any issues. So now let's get started and focus. I promise you that at the end of this video, you'll be getting a good confidence to crack the examination. So let's get started. Let me share the screen for everyone. As observed, it is clear that I'm going to give a clear-cut idea about how to clear the subject, research methodology, and IPR with a very good package, like without any hard effort. So if you use your common sense or logic, I promise you that you can clear the subject. Yes, let's get started. Thank you. So here the high weightage units are unit number one, research basics. You have to focus on the definition, process, hypothesis, and ethics. Coming to the unit number two, you have to focus on the research design. So focus exploratory design, conclusive research, and experimental research. Then sampling, you have to focus in third module to talk about probability sampling as well as non-probability sampling and try to study some numerical example. Coming to the unit number four, data collection and the measurement skills you have to focus. Unit number five, you have to focus on the report writing. What are the steps which are involved in the report writing? That is very, very important. And so one of the evergreen questions in the examination. Coming to the unit number six, you are mainly focusing on the intellectual property right, that is IPR. Focus on how to file the patents. How do you classify the patents? What is copyright? What are the obligations with respect to copyrights? What is trademark? What is TRIPS? What are the different types of organization who is going to maintain the documents on IPR? Okay, so these are the different points you need to focus on, the subject, IPR and research methodology. These are the high weightage units, kindly focus. So now coming on to the individual unit-wise flash note. So you'll be getting an entire idea if you see this, I promise you. For coming to the first unit, what is the definition of research? What is research? Systematic process, and it involves problem definition, problem identification, data collection, data analysis, and ultimately inferring the conclusion. So these are the major steps which are involved in the research, right? You can represent in the form of a block diagram that you can do it. What are the process involved in the research? Problem identification, formulation of hypothesis, then proposing the idea, then go for the design, data collection, data analysis, interpretation, and check whether the hypothesis is true or not. Ultimately, you are going to prepare the report. These are the major processes which are involved in the research. What is hypothesis? It's a tentative relationship between variables. I mean, there are null hypothesis as well as alternative hypothesis. So difference between null and alternative hypothesis should be learned by yourself. It is in the third module we'll be learning. So now they may ask about what is hypothesis, what are the importance of hypothesis, what is ethics. I mean, avoid plagiarism or similarity index and ensure confidentiality and make sure that your work is honesty. I mean, you are doing the work in a honest way. And what are the features of a good research? Clear objective, and you should define a clear and clarity, clear-cut objectives you have to define. Then your result should be valid. It must be reliable and replicable. These are the features of a good research. What are the features of a good research? Also, they may ask in the examination. So every university question, I have seen these kind of questions. This is belong to the first module, that is Introduction to Research Methodology. Second unit, what is research design? So blueprint of collecting and analyzing the data is known as research design. Can write and you can elaborate if possible. What is exploratory research? Exploratory research design is nothing but it is one of the flexible approach. It is one of the qualitative approach. So in the sense, you will be conducting so many literature review, article, etc., and you will be going through the case studies and focus and going for the focused group and conducting the research. This particular research design is known as exploratory research design. So kindly add this point in your exam point of view. What is conclusive research? It's a well-structured and quantitative research that is called a conclusive research. So it is basically a descriptive type research. It includes survey, cross-sectional, interview, and longitudinal research. If I talk about another type of conclusive research, that is experimental research, it mainly focusing on the cause and effect relation. So identifying the variable and finding out the cause and relation, pre-experimental data and true quasi. So these are the major points which are involved under conclusive research. It includes descriptive as well as experimental research. Now let's move on to the third unit. Third unit mainly focusing on sampling. What is sampling? Selecting a subset of population. So population, we can see this is a population. So this is my population, correct? And this is my sample. So I can write this is my population and this is my sample. And what is probability sampling? Right? Probability sampling includes simple random, systematic, and stratified and cluster. These are the types of probability sampling. It's one of the evergreen question. Kindly focus individually. What is non-probability sampling? It includes convenience, judgment, snowball, quantum. Very, very important. Any question, any one of the question will be repeated in the examination. I request everybody to focus individually. What is sampling error? Bias, like wrong frame and non-response. These are the major points. You can add few more points from your textbook. So time being, you remember biasing, wrong frame. These are the main reasons for sampling errors. So now I'll be discussing about unit number 4. It includes data collection and scaling. What is primary data? It involves direct data, which involves survey, interview, and observation. These are belong to primary data. Okay, you will be conducting face-to-face interview. You are going to conduct a survey. These are comes under primary data. What is secondary data? It is a government report, journals, website that is existing. That is called existing data. What do you mean by questionnaire design? A questionnaire design involves the clear-cut information. It should be simple. It should be unbiased. There must be a logical and sequential flow. So what is a measurement scale? So there are different type of measurement scale, which is very, very important. Remember, nominal scale, that is called labels. What is ordinal scale? It is actually based upon the rank. What is interval scale? It includes equal gaps, not true zero. Then another one is called a ratio. It's a true zero. So these are the different type of measurement scales. Next one is called what is attitude scales. It includes Likert scale, like 5-point scale. You might have remember agree, disagree, strongly agree, weakly agree, like that. There will be different scheme. Other one is called a schematic differential. It's scale between two words. A third one is called a thrust on. I mean weighted statements. These are called attitude scale. So I try to identify measurement scale and attitude scale separately. I hope you understood. Coming to the unit number 5, data analysis and report writing. So what are the major steps involved in the report writing? Editing is there, then coding, classification, tabulation, validation, analysis, and interpretation. These are the major steps which are involved in the report writing. So report involves, there are different type of reports. Explain different type of reports. Technical report, popular report, interim report, and summary report. Remember these technical terms that you are supposed to write in your examination. What are the structure of a report? It includes title, then followed by abstract. Then there must be an introduction which includes the background and studies, then methodology, then data analysis and findings, and the results, later conclusion and the references. References can be IEEE style or APA style or any other kind of management style. Then effective report. It should be clear and it should be concise and it should focus on the objectives. It is well documented and well structured. These are the features of an effective result. Kindly focus on this particular point in your examination. So coming to the unit number 6, that is intellectual property right, that is called IPR. What is IPR? Define IPR. It is a legal rights to protect the creations of a mind. That is called IPR. Patents. What is patent? Exclusive right for innovations. For 20 years patent normally. Example, COVID vaccine. There's a validity of 20 years of, once you file the patent, you will be getting the validity of 20 years. But in between, there are so many formalities that you are going to learn. What is copyright? Right for creative work, especially literature, music, films, etc. That is called a copyright. What is trademark? It's a symbol or logo for goods or services. For example, Nike swoosh. Even Puma symbol. You might have heard about the Puma, right? You might have heard about Peter England. There is a logo. That is called a trademark. What is TRIPS? Okay, what do we mean by TRIP? What is the importance of TRIP? It's a trade-related aspects of IPR. That is called TRIPS. TRIPS. So it is under the World Trade Organization. What is WIPO? WIPO is a UN body for IPR protection all over the world. That is global, globally protective, organization. That is called WIPO. What is GI? Geographical indications. Example, you can see like a particular places they are having their own product. I can say like a Mysore silk. Then I can talk about like a Darjeeling tea. It's available only on that particular area. So I need to protect. We need to protect as a whole. The owner has to protect in that particular product which is coming from that particular area. That is called geographical indications. So remember these points. 100% you will be getting one or other questions. So start answering with the definition keyword during the explanation. Expand 4 to 5 very sticky points and note down and underline and highlight at the important points. Add a suitable diagrams and flowchart, especially for the research process, sampling, then research design, etc. And give suitable examples: patent, vaccination, trademark, Apple logo, then GI, all the things you are supposed to give the example. For example, geographical indication, Darjeeling tea, Mysore silk. These are the examples. Patents, COVID vaccine, you can give one example of patent. Trademark, Apple logo, that is then Peter England logo, then Puma logo. Then for short notes, focus on the IPR type, sampling, measurement scale, etc. So kindly focus on this topic. I promise you that you can 100% you can clear. Not only clearing, you can score above 75% without any issue if you focus on this keyword and start preparing the strategy. If you remember only this keyword and start writing, I promise you above 40% is guaranteed. So thanks for watching this video. If you need the similar kind of video, I request you to subscribe. Also kindly like this video if you pleased my presentation. I humbly request to share this particular video for the colleagues as well as the peer members. For that, let them also get benefited and clear the subject with a good score. Also give the comments for the improvement. If I can present a better video for the coming session and I can do something for society. Happy learning. I wish you all the very best for your exam point of view. Happy learning.